It's time for us to find out who the winner is of the ChilliChump 2021 Biggest Poblano Competition. I'm not going to be filming this outside because it is cold, it is windy, and it's threatening to rain. The weather has been getting drastically colder over the last couple of weeks, and yeah, winter is well and truly on its way. It's kind of nice inside the greenhouse though. It's obviously sheltered from the wind, but also when the sun does show its face a little bit, it gets kind of warm in here, so pretty decent. Anyway, let's kick this off by showing my poblano from this year. If you've been watching my videos this year, you'll know that I was doing a comparison between the indoor and outdoor growing of a poblano. The indoor growing definitely produced a bigger chili pod. The outdoor one still did respectably, but yeah, nowhere near the size of the one indoors. That being said, the one indoors was not a beast by any means compared to some of you guys. The final figure on this was 103 grams. Now, I'll put a list up on the screen right now for all of you that beat my 103 grams, and there's quite a lot of you, so well done to all of you. This year has not been fantastic for me in terms of growing. You'll know that. I've been talking about that a lot this year. I'll stop talking about it soon, I promise. But yeah, I had good intentions going into this year. I was really gonna make sure I had a competitive chili pod, but yeah, things got in the way and it never happened. Thank you for all your entries. There were a lot of them, and I read every single one and I watch every one of the videos that you submit. Top tip for next year, please add some interesting stuff in there or talk in your video. It helps make it a bit more entertaining for me when I'm watching through all of those. But we did get a couple that were interesting. This one I kind of liked. It gives me an idea for some decorations for my greenhouse next year.
Welcome to my garden. I call it the disco garden because I have a disco ball. Of course I do. There it is. Anyways, here are my poblanos. And I think
my greenhouse is boring compared to that. I've never seen a disco ball inside a greenhouse. That's definitely a first for me, but kind of like it. It's pretty cool. I'm going to have to do something to customize or personalize my greenhouses. They're still fairly new. I've only had them, well, less than a year now. So they're pretty sterile, just a ton of chili plants. But over time, I'm sure we'll be customizing them a little bit, making them my own. So we'll see how that goes. What are you guys doing in your greenhouses? Do you have anything interesting in there? Anything like a disco ball? Let me know in the comments below. Always interested to hear from you guys. Anyway, let's get on to the competition. Third place. This is an interesting one. The person that came third place could have actually been in second place, but he was very honest and he came back and weighed his plant again once he had removed the stalk. With the stalk on, he was actually 1 gram heavier than second place. But Joe Deacon, let's have a look at your video.
I'll take this one.
Sit on.
Yeah. Weigh it. It's 0. That's 176 grams. Hold it. Show the scale. Right.
£176 grams.
Okay. Well, then weigh it. Right, it's 176. Okay.
Take the stalk off.
Yeah, take the stalk off. Okay, that's it. Move that stalk away from the thing. It's 172.
Yeah,
okay.
So yes, we've got to add that.
Now, Joe is outside Newport, South Wales in the UK. This is his first time growing poblanos, so that's impressive. And he's only been growing chilies for 2 years. So again, very impressive that you're growing decent sized peppers. Looking forward to seeing what you do next year. And the seed was from the ChilliChump seed kit for 2021. The 2022 seed kit is out now. I'll put a link up above to the video where I talked about that. And he says, not a patron just yet. So yeah, join up anytime. Great community on Patreon. Thank you very much, Joe, for your submission. Very well done. 172 grams. Far bigger than what I did, and very impressive. So the prize for third place is a £20 gift voucher for my shop. I did try and get a sponsor to help out with providing some, items to send out to you guys for these prizes. Unfortunately, it didn't really work out. We'll be looking into that again for next year. So third place, let's have a look here. Third place, didn't really get any information on this. I just got the link, and this is from Matt C. That's Matt C with 175 gram Poblano, very nicely done. Now I don't have too much information about that entry. There was no text that came in the email, and there was no speaking in the video itself, but still beautiful size, 175 grams, very nicely done. That's second place. And Matt, for that, you win a £30 gift voucher for my store. And I hope that you find something in there that you like. The sauces, spices, my recipe book, apron. There's a bunch of other things that are going to go on in there as well in the future. But congratulations, second place, very nicely done. Before we move on to the winner, let's have a look at one more video.
This is a Big Bertha, Big Bertha bell pepper. Show 0. Showing 0. Back, Winston. Back. 254. Back. I think I lose a gram every time. 253. Good luck, everybody.
That was a Big Bertha weighing 253 grams, grown by Robert Connor. Very impressive. Now, this is one of the reasons I'm making a change to the rules for next year. No longer will you be restricted to just growing poblanos for this. You can grow any variety you want as long as it's part of the capsicum genus. You can grow it. It can be a sweet pepper, it can be a super hot. In fact, if you can grow a very heavy super hot, I'll be very, very impressed. Now, the reason I originally put the poblano as the pepper to grow is because the world record holder, Dale Totten at the time, this was 2 years ago when I started these competitions, he grew a massive poblano, 420 grams, and it was in the Guinness World Records. That record has actually been taken over now by, I think it's, Paul Davies, and that was with a 460 gram poblano back in September 2020. So I wouldn't discard your poblano plants. I would still be growing them for next year because they happen to be some of the heaviest plants if you can get it right. But if you want to grow a Big Bertha as well, like Robert did, then go for it. It'll be any chili that you want to submit. There will be some other categories in there as well. I'm just trying to think through the details of how that's going to work, and I will let you know in a video that's going to come out in a month or two's time. Finally, it's time to have a look at the winning poblano. This one is from Steen or Stein Schwartz. I hope I'm not butchering your name, but let's have a look at the video. Congratulations, what a fantastic size poblano, 186 grams. Now, I did get a note with this entry, which is as follows. My 2 poblano plants were started in a south-facing window and grew up in natural light. They were turned once or twice a day, I'm guessing to get even coverage on the leaves. When the plants were big enough, they got transferred into 12-liter pots, which is pretty much that size. And they put regular potting soil with fertilizer mixed in and put them into their new greenhouse. They were then fertilized a couple more times throughout the season with granulated fertilizer. They kept it really simple and they definitely got results. Sometimes we can overcomplicate things. I know I certainly do sometimes. But I just love figuring out new ways to grow and try and optimize the methods of growing, that sort of thing. But honestly, going back to basics like they've done here, you can see the results speak for themselves. 186 grams in this poblano. So I hope to see another entry from you next year with an even bigger one. In terms of the prize, you get yourself a £50 gift voucher for my shop. So £50 you can spend anywhere in my shop. And I'm going to be sending over the ChilliChump seed kit for 2022. I will send you an email with the voucher, and if you have already got the ChilliChump seed kit, we'll make another plan. I'll see if I can substitute that for something else. But I'll send you guys, all 3 winners, I'll send you guys emails with details of how to claim your prizes. But thank you all for submitting your entries. Thank you all for participating. It's been such great fun, and I hope that more of you are going to participate next year. It's a bit of work for me to go through all those videos, but I do enjoy it. It's fun to see what you guys are doing, your gardens, that sort of thing, get an idea of people that are watching my videos. And yeah, it's good fun. It's kind of being on the other side of the camera. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Until then, stay spicy.